Hey there, Jessica here with crochetitcreations.com, and we are going to be working a double crochet stitch. So I'll go from start with a slip knot. Look down. So to make a slip knot, you want to hold the tail with your thumb and first finger, wrap it around your other four fingers, and then push that through. Pull tight. So the slip knot makes it adjustable on the yarn side. So here's my ball of yarn. There's a cat tail because there's a cat sitting on the table because she will not stay down. So we'll just work around her. Okay, so again, hold that, go around, push through the center, pull tight. Okay. So we are going to start with the chain. So in order to make a chain, first of all, I hold my crochet hook like a knife. Some people hold theirs like a pencil. I hold mine like a knife. It just makes more sense to me. I use my pointer finger to control this loop when I need to. Wrap my arm around my finger around the yarn to hold it steady, and use my middle finger and my thumb to hold the tail. So basically you have to have total control of the yarn when crocheting. So and the hook is what moves this left hand. My non-dominant hand is what holds the yarn. So I'm working my crochet hook with my right hand, holding the yarn with my left. So in order to chain, you're gonna yarn over. So see how I turn the hook to do so. 3, 4, 5, and I move my fingers up as I get longer. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we're going to make 10 double crochet stitches. I made 12 chains because 2 of these are going to equal the height of a double crochet. So in order to make a double crochet stitch, we have these 2 chains are going to equal the height of my double crochet, so we're not going to work on those. We're going to yarn over and insert into the 3rd stitch. So here's the first, second, and 3rd chain from hook. So insert into that 3rd. Yarn over and pull up a loop. Yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Yarn over, pull through the last 2. Do that again. Yarn over, insert into the chain, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through the last 2. Yarn over, insert into the stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through the last 2. Yarn over, insert into the next stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Insert in the next chain. So when I say pull up a loop, that means you're inserting into the stitch, you're grabbing the yarn, pulling up a loop. And then yarn over and pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Yarn over, insert into the next chain, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Yarn over, insert into the chain, yarn over, pull up a loop, pull through 2, pull through 2. Pull up a loop, yarn over through 2, yarn over through 2. Okay, so we are finished with the first row. So this is just a tutorial of how to make a double crochet stitch. We're not actually working a pattern. There's plenty of patterns available on crochetitcreations.com that uses the double crochet. So we're going to continue on with the next row. So chain 2, which just gives us the height of the double crochet. It's not going to actually count as a stitch. Some patterns, the first chain will count as a stitch. Most of my patterns, I don't use the chain as a stitch just because, well, it doesn't look like a stitch, first of all. It creates a gap. So I like to just get to the height that I need for the chain, or the height that I need for the stitch by the chains. So I use a chain 2, turn, and you could turn then chain 2, either way works. Yarn over, insert into the first, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. So see what I mean? The chain's here, your stitch is here. So that actually doesn't count as anything, it's just there for height purposes only. Yarn over, pull up a loop, pull through 2 loops, pull through 2 loops. So just keep doing that as you work across. Double crochet stitch is used a lot in cable stitches, so if you want to try to learn cables in the future, a double crochet is used a lot in cable stitches, so it's a good thing to learn. Some hats use double crochet. I don't use them a lot in my hats just because the double crochet stitches, they're pretty, they have gaps in between them because they're tall, so they can get a little bit airy. They're really good for clothing though, cardigans, sweaters, scarves. I just don't like to use them for hats, but there are some hat patterns I have on crochetcreations.com that uses this. But okay, so we're going to keep going. We're on row 3, so this is row 1, here's row 2. We're going to chain 2, turn, double crochet in that first stitch, double crochet, you see it abbreviated as DC most of the time. So yarn over, insert. So when you insert, you see that you've got this V that's on your, so that top loop creates a V and you're going into that. So see this right here, this loop that's on the hook, it creates a V in the top of your stitch. And that's what you're going into. So you want to go through both of those. Now if your pattern says back loop only, you would go to the back loop only. If it says front loop only, you'd go to the front loop only. If it doesn't state, then you go through both. Okay, so we're just yarning over, insert into the stitch, yarn over through 2. Just keep doing that, keep practicing. If you want to learn the half double crochet and the single crochet, I also have this video available, those videos available. So here we go. So we've got a nice little swatch here of double crochet stitches.